back rolls.
Back rolls.
Hey everyone, it's Michelle and I am so freaking excited because I got something in the mail today. This box might not look like a lot, but it's got my ABH Alyssa Edwards palette in it. If you didn't know, I'm a huge fan of RuPaul's Drag Race. I'm a huge fan of Queen Alyssa Edwards and I'm so freaking excited for this collab. The back says, I don't get cute, I get drop dead gorgeous. And now you can too. My dream for this palette was to create a color story that will give you life, one that will bring out the inner beast in everyone. Alyssa Edwards. Well, girl, let's bring out my beast. I love the hot pink packaging. Always and forever, Alyssa Edwards. If you know anything about Alyssa, that's her sign off. All right, let's open it up. It is so pretty. There are 11 mattes and only 3 shimmers, which I'm all about. I'd rather have more mattes than shimmers any day. The color story is so fun. What am I gonna do today? I will swatch them eventually. I think I'd like to go in blind though and just put them on my eyes and see what happens because I've put a base down, I've prepped my eyes. Let's just go in and play and see what happens. Your girl is not new to Anastasia palettes, so I'm gonna just take some setting powder. This is Extraordinary Translucent Loose Setting Powder from Ciate, London. And I'm just gonna put some on my under eyes to kind of help protect me from the fallout. God, looking in this mirror, my under eyes are already creasing so bad. Love that. Luckily, this video isn't about how good my base is, it's about how good the palette is. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in and let's get started. Gosh, I really wanna mess with this blue shade Dream It, but I also kind of wanna mess with the Believe. All right, I have no idea what we're doing yet. Let's dip into Unicorn Tribe. So Alyssa teaches dance and Unicorn Tribe, that's what she calls her students. They're her Unicorn Tribe. I think that's super cute. Whew, okay. It's really pigmented, so I'm gonna slowly blend this into the crease. Like I knew I would. I'm already getting a little bit of fallout down here, but we did prep with translucent powder to kind of help counteract that. I'm really wondering if this is gonna show up more pink or purple on camera. It's really like a magenta. Very pretty. This is already so different for me because I always do my eye makeup first, so now I'm just like, what do I do after this? I don't even know. Now I do want to go a little more fun, I think, with this look because, I mean, hello, it's Alyssa Edwards, it's a drag queen palette. So I'm not going to worry too much about being pristine and clean. I just want to make something fun. All right, that's laid down pretty nicely. I'm gonna go in with a fluffier blending brush to blend out the edges because right now it's just like white to purplish and I really need a smoother transition than that. Is it gonna get patchy? If I was a better consumer, I would have done some more research first to see which shades were just normal matte shadows and which shades are pressed pigments because I know some of these are gonna be pressed pigments. I'm just sure of it, kind of like how there were pressed pigments in the Riviera palette. It's not getting patchy at all so far. All right, I'm just going in little circles around the perimeter. Okay, that blended out pretty nice actually. Let's go with Believe, the deep matte purple. I'm just going in really lightly right now because I want to see how pigmented it was since I haven't swatched any of these first. Okay. Holy shit, okay. That's like electric. I know a lot of people have been comparing this palette to the Riviera palette and just saying they don't need this one because they have Riviera already and it has a lot of the same shades. I will say this matte purple is not like the matte purple in Riviera. This bad boy is loud and vibrant and here, not like that's a bad purple or anything. This one's just, I don't know how to explain it, brighter, just more electric, I don't know. Look at all that fallout, man. I'm not someone who minds fallout. It really doesn't bother me. I'm just hoping I laid enough powder down to kind of counteract it. The best part of all of this is I have a doctor's appointment after this. So that should be fun. I'm gonna go back in with my fluffy blending brush and try to blend it into Unicorn Tribe more. getting a little patchy. Not really on the crease where I want it. More so on the lid, which isn't a big deal because I don't really need it there. I'm gonna just cover it up anyway. I just think that's interesting. If I had to guess, it's because it's probably a pressed pigment, which, as we all know, just apply better in more of a stamping motion and not a blending motion. All right, let's move on. I think I need more powder. Hold on. I think all I did was just smear that purple pigment. Okay, so after I do my eyes, probably gonna have to clean up. Got it. Let's do BBDC. I'm just kind of stamping it on the outer corner. Feeling a little stuck. Because of the patchiness, it's looking a little awkward. Let me try to grab more of a dense brush. When I went to go grab another brush, I saw how messed up this was up close. I added more powder because I swept it away and it made an absolute mess. So I don't really know how I'm gonna come back from that yet, but I'm just gonna keep going. Got my dense brush and I'm going back to BBDC. Just try to stamp it a little more. It's not ugly. It's not doing what I wanted it to do, though. I feel like this one's probably just more of a matte shade and it's not really playing well with Unicorn Tribe. You know what? I could have messed this whole thing up already, so let's just do it. Let's just go for Dream It, because that's probably a pressed pigment too, and we'll just fight pressed pigment, pressed pigment. That blue's got to be a pressed pigment because it's also not really wanting to blend. I still consider myself kind of like a makeup novice, makeup amateur, so far I wouldn't recommend this palette to a beginner because it definitely takes some extra work. Not a bad thing, just a fair warning. I'm going to take a break from this. I'm going to just grab some concealer and do a little half cut crease. At least I'm getting to test out a lot of the shades. I'm really liking how the blue and purple looks together. I think that's really pretty. I think I'm gonna be bold and go with Brick Road. I'm gonna concentrate it on just the innermost part of the cut crease and see how it looks. I was almost expecting it to be brighter. I'm gonna go in with my finger and just see if that makes a difference. Oh, okay. So, you know, that's what I was expecting. Now that I've got some of that yellow laid down, I'm gonna go with DDC. It's one of the shimmers, and I'm gonna try it with a dense brush first. This is an Anastasia brush, so let's see what happens. All right, I'm going back in with my finger. Just by feeling it, I can tell it would go on beautifully with a wet brush. But I really hate wetting my brushes. Here we go. All right, slow and steady wins the race on this one. It's a beautiful shimmer. It did take away my blue that I did, but that's all right. It's all gonna be okay because the end result's gonna be perfect. I'm going back in with the blue, Dream It. I'm just gonna press it into the inner corner again, the outer corner, sorry. Just slightly blend it into that DDC purple shimmer. Can't blend it too much or it will disappear. Going back in with Brick Road. All right, I'm at a point where it's driving me nuts right now, so I'm going to go brush off the powder. I'm gonna grab mascara and liner, bring it back in here, and let's go to work on the lower lash line. brushed away my powder. I do want to create more of a V. So I'm taking Dream It and lightly just pressing it in. And since it is a pressed pigment, I'm going very softly, trying not to blend it too much. It's a little better, just to kind of pull the eye up instead of have it sloping down. I can pack that shade on there a little better and pray that I don't regret wiping my powder away. It's still patchy right there, man. I'm gonna take some of that purple matte Believe and press that into the outer corner. Just trying to make something stick. Sorry, I'm just getting fallout all over my under eyes again, so I'm just gonna go into the lower lash line now. I'm gonna go in with Texas Made. Let's just try some hot pink, since we didn't get to do that shade yet. I'm just hugging it to my lower lash line. Whew, okay, gonna go back in with Believe. All right, fuck it, let's take some more Dream It. I'm just stamping it into the outer corner. I'm gonna pop some Headliner, the white shade, in the inner corner. I'm gonna take some Texas Made and put that in the inner corner. Man, is this the Alyssa Edwards palette or the Bianca Del Rio palette? Because I feel like a clown. Let me put mascara on and a lip and see what happens. All right, you guys, this is it. This is the finished look. So let's talk. I'm not the biggest fan of how this look turned out. I'm not gonna entirely fault the palette though, because I did set my eye primer, and with pressed pigments, you're really better off just going in on top of the eye primer without setting it with a powder first. So I think I really need to try the palette again without doing that, now that I know that so many of the shades I want to play with do seem to be pressed pigments. I do think we should go ahead and do some swatches. So I'm going to take Headliner, Inspire, which is a beautiful gold, Unicorn Tribe, which was that first shade I went in with, and Brick Road, which is the yellow. See, now that shows up so much more yellow on my arm than it did on my eyes, which again could have been the concealer mixing with the purples. I don't really know. Texas Made. Oh, I should get a little more. Definitely a pressed pigment. Dream It. Definitely more of a pressed pigment. Back Rolls. These aren't swatching great. What the freak? The Supreme. Hoe, or H-O-E. It's really nice. Neutral. DDC, which is the shimmer I tried to use, which looks gorgeous. Swatch is decent. BBDC. Pinky swatches are never the tea. You get the idea. Beyond. Holy shit. Then we're gonna do Believe. Well, I'm running out of space. And Beast, which is the black, which will go right in the crease of my arm. Hopefully that gives us some kind of idea. The palette retails for $45. All I can give you is my first impression, and obviously that's not the best at this time. The look isn't the worst I've ever done, but I feel like I could have done better. Again, can't blame the palette. I really am gonna try it again tomorrow without setting my primer base first to see if that helps at all. All right, you guys, that's it. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. I'd love to know if you bought this palette, if you're considering buying this palette. Please don't just base getting this palette off of what I did here. I'm really, truly amateur. I'm not the best at pressed pigments, but I'm learning. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I love you.